All right, just wanted to see the life of a potential county commissioner. Going to catch Craig Pierce off, catch him by surprise today, just to see what his daily routine is and see how he's preparing for this upcoming election. I'm on the premises of Craig Pierce's business. As you can see, it's Salisbury Renovation Center. Pierce Interiors. Craig Pierce was his phone number. He also owns the business, well, I won't say business, but the facility beside him, which is Prima Donna Hair Beauty Supplies, hair extensions and wigs. This is Pierce Interiors. This is how he makes his money. Carpet, vinyl wood, cabinets, countertops, ceramic and laminates. And you can also see his Craig Pierce for county commissioner. Just wanted to see what the life of a potential county commissioner is like. You know, this race is getting pretty strong, heavy, and forums are coming up. But kind of wanted to catch Mr. Pierce off guard, just to see if he can think on his feet. So I'm entering the business of Craig Pierce, and he's sitting down looking at some figures, doing some work. How you doing, Mr. Pierce?
Oh, hey, Chris, how you doing?
All right, well, I'm telling my viewers I wanted to catch you off guard to see what your daily routine as a businessman here in Rowan County is like. What do you have going on for the morning?
Well, just got through making payroll and getting the guys have already left to go start work for the day. And I'm getting ready to start the rest of the day with my campaign, getting some, as you can see over here, getting some of my big signs out. These are the 4x4 signs that...
Man, that's huge.
I'm putting out. This will go on a platform that's two-sided so that people can, homecoming and traffic coming the other direction can also see it. We've got 10 of these already out throughout the county, and we're going to go put out 10 more here very shortly. I'm just waiting on a gentleman that's going to help me. He's got to bring the trailer so we can load up. I just got through loading up my vehicle with regular yard signs, and I'm also helping some of the other candidates since I'm out and about in the county. If I'm in their area, I put campaign signs out for them also so that we can get the message out, get the right people elected. What you saw me doing there was I was actually going over some information that I'm going to be giving during my forum on April the 12th at the Catawba College, and I wanted to get my message across, so I'm finalizing my information that I want to be able to tell people when we get there. It's a very short, compact forum, so I have to make sure that I'm telling everything I want to tell them in a very concise manner so that I can get everything that I want conveyed to the public so they will know where I'm standing on the issues and the things that I feel are important to the county and what I'd like to see this county develop into that will better make better for the children, the working class, and for our elderly and for all of our military that will be coming home, because we've got a lot of responsibilities here in the county that have been neglected, and it's time that we got back to taking care of our citizens.
Well, Craig, I've noticed, I've known you for several years, and I know you're a very passionate person about, you know, anything that you do, you know, as far as your business. I know you are a self-made man. You work on your own brow, and you really don't need the headache of being a county commissioner. But why are you so passionate about Rowan County?
Well, I grew up my entire life in Rowan County. My family has been in this county since the early 1700s, so you know, this is our home. My wife has been a teacher here in the Rowan County school system for 27 years, and I've experienced children that have come through her classes, grow up, become adults, have families of their own, and their kids actually come back, and my wife teaches them. So there's Excuse me 1 second.
Take your time.
Yeah, go ahead. John Brendel.
It's not a dry day at the Pierce Interiors. He's handling business as we speak,
Right.
but now he's back.
But as a businessman, I have dealt with a lot of the citizens of Rowan County. I've graduated from North Rowan High School. I started my business in this county, and because of the patronage of the citizens, I've been successful in my business. When you get involved in people's lives like I've done over the past 22 years being in business, you see the problems that they have to solve, you see the issues that they are concerned about. And as a concerned person for this county, I can't sit idly by and say, well, I've made my money, I'm going to go home and do nothing and let everybody else try to struggle through their lives when I know that I can make a difference. So I've taken on this responsibility. It's something that I feel like I was called to do. I feel very comfortable pursuing this position, and I honestly think that I can make a great difference for the citizens of Rowan County. If I didn't, I wouldn't enter this race. I'm not doing this for any reason other than I feel like I owe it to the community for the response they've given me through the years. Rowan County's given me an education. Rowan County has given me a great living. And I think at my age, it's time for me to start giving back. And that's the main reason I'm running.
I noticed just being here in the county and in the job that I profess, I kind of hear a lot of scuttlebutt. But not only are you active in the northern end of the county, but you're active all around Rowan County. And I think that definitely shows that you're for the entire or all of the citizens of Rowan County. Is there anything that you would like to see in the school system done any differently?
Well, there's a lot I would like to see done in the school system differently. Unfortunately, as a county commissioner, if I were to be elected, the main thing I could control with the school system is the budget. There's a lot of issues that I think there's money that's being wasted that should be going toward the children in the classroom and not going into the pockets of administrators. But I can't come in and do sweeping changes like I would like to see, because the majority of the money that the school system operates on is state and federal dollars. True, the county will give them $35 million this year, but that's only $35 million out of a $160 million budget. So you can see that even though the county is putting in quite a contribution, we still do not have the flexibility to be able to tell them what to do with that money. It goes into the general fund. Part of it is earmarked. But when you talk about the administration will receive $4.4 million of that $35 million in incentive bonuses each year, to me that's an area that needs to be addressed, especially since the administrators keep talking about wanting to tie teacher performance to their paychecks, yet they continue to get these huge bonuses, and we have a failing school system in this county when you compare it to the rest of the systems in the state. So to me, it's like saying, don't do as I do, do as I say. And I think that's very important. The other thing that I don't like is the school system will micromanage every dollar and completely strip away the things that are important to the school. And one of my favorite sayings about the school system is they know what everything costs, but they know the value of nothing. And to me, that is one of the biggest issues that we have currently with our school system. The other thing that I don't like is one of the major programs that I think that keeps kids active in school is athletics. Yet the school system provides no money to the athletic departments for any school in the system. It all has to be done by the local school systems raising money, the booster clubs, the band booster, the different organizations that contribute into the athletic department. Yet we know that one of the main things that keeps these children motivated, keeps them in school, keeps their grades up, is the athletics. And the school doesn't do anything to funnel money that way. They would rather give our superintendent a $60,000 a year incentive bonus rather than take that same $60,000 and put $10,000 to each high school in the county.
Wow. That's amazing. And Craig, it seems like you've done your homework because you always pinpoint on the statistics and you always know the numbers, and that's very important being in the role of a county commissioner. One other question. Ralph Kettner told me about 5 years ago, he said if the school system was ran like a business, and I think we all know who Ralph Kettner is, a mogul that started Food Line, but he said if the school system was ran like a business, we wouldn't have any problems whatsoever. Do you agree with that statement?
I'm not going to be so bold as to say we wouldn't have any problems, but the structure of having a school system run like a business, which means if you're not performing, then you're not needed. I think establishing quotas for everybody, not just classroom teachers, but administration also. If they can come in here and command that a teacher has to perform at a certain level or their job is on the line, then why can't we take that back to them and say, well, if we listen to your programs and we adopt the reasoning that you say is going to bring grades up and test scores up and graduation rates up, and at the end of a 2 or 3 year period that hasn't happened, actually the scores have diminished, then I don't think that person needs to be in that position, and I don't think that person needs to be paid the money that they're making, and certainly not given an incentive bonus at the end of the year. So what Mr. Kettner's saying is absolutely correct. The biggest thing that you have to deal with in making that type of analogy, though, is we need to take our school systems back strictly to the state. We need to get the federal government out of it. We need to take the federal programs that they initiate. And I'll give you a great example. Last year, the No Child Left Behind program was still in effect. The federal government, because of budget constraints, cut their contribution to the county from $20 million to $10 million. And of course, the state stepped in with about $3 million. That other $7 million came from county taxpayers. So the federal government, in effect, comes in, starts programs, then cuts the funding, and it falls back on the local citizens to continue that funding. And in a lot of cases, like No Child Left Behind, the programs are actually failures. So we're asking our local citizens to increase their property tax, increase their sales tax, to fund programs that we didn't want, that are not working, and we have no way to get rid of that program because the federal government mandates that $10 million that they still contribute. My way of thinking is we need to take the federal government completely out of the state school system. I think we need to look more into charter schools, let those schools to come in and show the public schools how to run a business as a school, how to run it efficiently to produce not only better test scores, but better behavior, and you end up with a better finished product in the student at a lot less cost. And once we get that established, then we have a working model to take to the public school systems and say, if this model works, if it increases test scores, if it increases graduation rates, and it does it for less money, I think this is the way we need to channel our efforts, and not with the bureaucracy that we have that is doing nothing but costing money and raising taxes.
Okay, you've heard it. Today is Friday. We're in the office of Craig Pierce. Craig, in 30 seconds, could you tell the audience where you will be during your forums and the dates?
I will be, the next forum that we have is April 12th. That will be at the Tom Smith Auditorium in Catawba College. The Republicans will speak from 7 to 8:30. And then on the 19th, we will be at the Crescent Women's Forum, which will be at Nazareth Children's Home. That will be on April 19th at 7 o'clock. And I invite you all to come out. I think you'll be interested in hearing what has to be said, and I think it